Welcome to the Connected Spirit Podcast, a space where the mystical and the human experience merge, where we explore what it really means to walk a spirit-led path. I'm Courtney Dawson, an ethical medium and mentor, and for as long as I can remember, I have felt the presence of the spirit world. But my journey hasn't been simple. It's been one of self-discovery, healing from religious and emotional trauma, navigating fear, judgment, and the loneliness that comes with embracing something the world doesn't always understand. This podcast is here to take what was once considered woo and bring it into the real lived experience of being human. Because mediumship isn't just something we do, it's who we are. Here we dive into the conversations no one else is having, breaking down misconceptions, exploring the unseen, and normalizing the journey of deep connection. We'll talk about the beauty and the struggle of being a medium. We'll laugh, we'll reflect, we'll go deep. And most importantly, we'll remember who we are, why we're here, and how spirit moves through us all. So if you've ever felt something more, if you've ever questioned the unseen, or if you're simply ready to embrace the fullness of your spiritual path, you're in the right place. Welcome back to the Connected Spirit Podcast and your monthly spiritual forecast for the month of April. The Spirit World and I are going to be using a beautiful deck from Gabrielle Bernstein, and it's the Super Attractor deck. What I'm going to be doing in this moment is just setting the intention. And as I shuffle the cards, the intention is that whatever you need for the month of April is going to come through and it's going to support you. The card that has come through for you is, I trust that my powerful intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become my reality. And as I tune into this card and invite the guides to step forward, they're talking about that you have been having so much emphasis on creating and trying and pushing and moving forward that it has exhausted you. You've been using all of your will, all of your might, all of your strength, and it's exhausting you. And you're feeling a bit frustrated because all of the effort that you've put forward, you're not seeing much of that materialize into physical form. And there's a reason behind that. And this message is saying that there's been a lack of faith, a lack of belief in that your efforts are going to materialize into those things that you wish to desire for yourself. Health, romance, healed relationships, new job opportunities, promotions, new housing situations, living arrangements, all these different dynamics that are going on in your life right now, even down to business and endeavors. You're putting in all of the effort, but it's almost like you're on like a hamster wheel. There's so much movement, but you don't feel like you're actually making a lot of traction. And what the spirit world is saying is because what you desire is not dependent solely on your own effort. There is a piece, there's a component that's missing, and it's faith. It's faith that everything that you desire, you're trusting that it will come to you in divine timing, and having faith that that divine timing is going to be the perfect timing for you. And when you have that faith and that trust, knowing that everything that is meant for you isn't going to miss you, that you can relax. You can allow the universe, you can allow your guides and your angels and your inspirers to work on your behalf. And also there is an encouragement to call upon those divine beings who are part of your spirit team to help, because there's a part here that the spirit world is saying is that you are trying to do everything on your own when your lived experience is actually a collaborative one, meaning that there's other individuals involved that are conspiring, that are available to help you make those dreams a reality. And when you can bring in faith built on that deep inner knowing, that knowledge that those things that you desire are part of your soul blueprint and that they're not going to miss you at all. But there is a perfect plan with a perfect time, that everything will come to fruition exactly when it's meant to, that you then energetically create the space to allow those things to come to you. Because what's happening right now, Spirit is saying, is that all of this hustle energy is creating resistance, and it's repelling the very things that you are working so hard for. Spirit is saying, we need you to relax a little bit more. Allow us to please come in and help you. We cannot override your free will. Trust us, we can see things much more clearly than you can in this moment in time. So you can allow your vision to become much more clear when it's not focused on the hustle and the action and the to-do list, but rather having a deep faith and a trust in an inner knowing that those things that you desire, there is multiple different ways for them to come into your life, to come in at the perfect time, in the right way, and often in ways that are really unexpected. So let your affirmation for the month of April be, I trust that my powerful intentions combined with my faith are enough to allow my vision to become my reality. And the spirit world also wants to say to you, some of those things that you've envisioned for yourself, anchor into them before you start manifesting them. Because some of what you are wanting to create for your life aren't all in alignment with this current timeline. So what that means is the version of you today is not going to be the version of you when those things manifest. So if you in a visualization practice can take a moment and see where you're going to be, who you want to be in 6 months, 12 months, 5, 30 years, will that version of you still want to have that? And what you are trying to manifest, is that going to help you become the soul, the human that you want to be, that you envision yourself in that other timeline? Again, 6 months, 12 months, 5 years, 30 years. Spirit wants you to be super intentional, because everything that you see, everything that you envision for yourself, it is magnetic, and that magnetic energy goes out into the universe, and it's what you're manifesting. So be very intentional about what you're wanting to manifest, because every thought, word, and action is potent. It is a container for power, and you want to be very mindful about what you're bringing into existence. And you can do that by having a lot of clarity on where you are, where you want to be, and then formulate your affirmations and your intentions based on that. And then from that point, create an action plan coupled in with it being part of the spirit world supporting you in that. Friend, this is a very powerful month for you. It is one that is going to really set you up for the rest of the year in your vision, in your action, where you're going to go. This is going to impact your overall well-being, your clarity on where you see yourself, your life, your relationships, your business going. And also, it is going to really set you up for 2027. Right now, it's a cornerstone. And what's happening is there is a mountain that is being moved out of the way. And that mountain is being moved out of the way through your thoughts and your intentions. Remember, you are incredibly powerful. There is nothing in the world that you desire that you cannot achieve, but be very intentional about what that is. So when it comes, it meets the desires that you have for yourself. So with that, I want to leave you your spiritual forecast for the month of April. If this message supported you, I would love to hear about it. You can reach out to me on socials. If you know somebody who could benefit from this month's message, I would love for you to share it with them.
The Connected Spirit isn't just a podcast, it's a remembering of who we are, a remembering of our connection to spirit, and a remembering that we are never walking this path alone. Mediumship isn't just about speaking with spirits. It's about deepening the connection to our own spirit, to one another, and to the energy that moves through everything. So as you leave this space, ask yourself, what part of this conversation stirred something within you? What connection is spirit inviting you to strengthen? If this episode spoke to you, please share it, leave a review, and connect with me on Instagram at Medium Courtney Dawson, or visit my website at mediumcourtneydawson.com. Your presence in this community matters, because connection isn't just about what we seek, it's what we are. Until next time, trust your spirit, trust the unseen world, and trust that you are always, always connected.